Good morning, second graders. I hope you are having a great morning. I know that you've gotten extra math out of the way. I'm really proud of all of you for doing that. I know, like I said, that it's not the most fun thing, but it's important. So I'm glad that you're getting it out of the way early, and then you don't have to worry about it. Now, I will say that I've noticed that a few friends still have not been on Prodigy, and there's quite a few friends who have not been on Epic for a really long time. Now, I have assigned every single one of you books on Epic that I expect you to read this week. Not just once, not just twice. I want you to read all those assigned books several times. The more that you read one book, the better that you get at reading that book. I am the first to admit that the first time I read a book, it's okay. If I read that book 2 times, it's better. But like books that I read to my son Parker over and over and over and over again, I'm really good at reading those books because I know exactly what my voice needs to do at certain parts. I know where to use good expression, where to pause, when I need to use voices. So that's the important thing. You need to keep reading. Maybe you read it with a grown-up if you're having trouble. Maybe you read it by yourself one day, or read it to a stuffed animal or your pet, but you have to practice. So if you are one of those kiddos who have not been on Epic for a long time, you need to get on Epic. You need to practice reading. That is the only way that you're going to get better. I'm also going to show you later today how to get on to Clever. Maybe you already know, but if you don't, I'm going to show you how to do that and then to do some stuff with reading eggs. All right, let's get going. Our book today is called The Turtle and the Monkey. And when I look at this cover, right, good readers always think about what they're reading and they make connections. So even before I've opened this book, I'm already thinking, oh my gosh, I know another story about a tortoise. It's The Tortoise and the Hare. And if you've not read The Tortoise and the Hare, it's about a turtle or a tortoise and a hare. And the hare thinks he's going to win because he's the fastest. But he runs, and then he runs out of energy, and he takes a nap. And he's just pretty conceited, and he thinks he's the best, but then the tortoise is the one who ends up winning. So I'm telling you that because this isn't a hare or a bunny, but it's a monkey. And I don't know, I just think that there might be a similarity between the tortoise and the hare and the turtle and the monkey, that maybe something goes on between the two of them where he might think he's better than the turtle, but maybe the turtle ends up the victor or the winner. So that's just my connection. That's what I'm thinking already when I look at this cover. Remember, good readers make connections. They think about what they're reading. They look at pictures. They look at the words. It all works together. So The Turtle and the Monkey by Paul Galdone. And there's only one name on the cover, so that tells me that he was the author and the illustrator. This also, on the first page, says A Philippine Tale. So the Philippines is another country far away from here. So this is a tale or a story that is told in the Philippines. Just like there's stories in the United States that are just told in the United States, every country has their own stories or their own tales that are passed down. All right, let's see if I made a correct prediction. I might, or I might not. One day, as Turtle was sunning herself, she saw something floating down the river. "Why, it's a banana tree," she said. She dove into the river, swam to the tree, and pulled it to shore. But try as she might, she couldn't get it up onto high ground. So this would be a good spot to make a prediction. She tried and she tried and she tried, but she couldn't get this big tree onto the ground or the higher ground. What do we think might happen now? Do we think she's just going to give up and the end? End of book? No, I think something's going to happen. I don't know, but maybe this is where Monkey comes in. That would be a prediction. Maybe these frogs who are on the page, maybe they can help in some way. Remember, we always want to be thinking about what we're reading. Turtle went and found Monkey and brought him back to see the tree. "I saved this banana tree from the river," she told him. "Help me carry it to my garden, and I will plant it." "If I help you, I should get a share of the trees," said Monkey, who loved bananas more than anything. "Very well," said Turtle. So together Monkey and Turtle carried the tree to Turtle's garden. "Now we have to dig a hole for the tree," said Turtle. "Oh no," said Monkey. "We agreed we would share it." "So we did," replied Turtle. "But first we have to plant it. Then, when it grows bananas, we'll each take half." "That's no way to share," said Monkey. "We must each take half of the tree now." "But that's not a good way to share a tree," said Turtle. "I don't care," yelled Monkey. "I want my share now." All right, so they split it in half. Turtle got the bottom half and Monkey got the top half. Do you think this is a good deal? This is also reminding me of another book that I read at the beginning of the year called Tops and Bottoms. Do you remember that book? It was about a hare and a bear, and they kept making deals together. And sometimes they would choose the top half of the plant or the bottom half or the middle. Do you remember that story? This book reminds me very much of that. So they split it in half. The turtle's getting the bottom, and the monkey's getting the top. Slowly, Turtle cut the tree in half. Monkey looked at the two halves. With its big green leaves, the top half seemed to be the best. So Monkey grabbed it and said, "The top part is mine." Then he put it over his shoulder and hurried off to his garden to plant it. What do you know about trees? So this is something that I would encourage you as a reader, right? Always thinking about what we're reading. Who got the better deal, and what do you know to make you say that? I think the turtle got the better deal. Why do you think I think that? Turtle looked at the stem that was left. She dug a hole and carefully planted the stem. Then she brought water from the river and wet the earth around it. The tree has roots that will grow. Under the hot sun, Monkey's half of the tree, which had no roots, soon wilted and died. But Turtle's half grew strong and tall, and soon new leaves appeared. By and by, bananas began growing near the top. What predictions do you have right now? Do you think Monkey's very happy? He's like, "What's going on?" I think Monkey's going to ask for some bananas. When the bananas were ripe, Turtle wanted to pick them, but she couldn't climb the tree. Once again, she brought Monkey to her garden. "If you climb the tree and throw down the bananas, I will give you some of them," she said. In no time, Monkey reached the top of the tree. He decided to sample the bananas. Turtle waited, but Monkey didn't throw down any bananas. Instead, he ate one after another. "Throw me some bananas," called Turtle. "No, I won't," said Monkey. "You cheated me by giving me half of the tree that wouldn't grow. Now I'm going to eat my fill." "Just throw me a few," called Turtle. Monkey's pretty greedy. "Here, have some skins," called Monkey, and he threw down a handful. Now that made Turtle mad. She went and gathered thorns and prickers and put them all around the tree. Then she hid in the bushes. After Monkey had eaten all the bananas he wanted, he jumped down from the tree. "Eek!" he shrieked as he stepped on the thorns and prickers. Turtle couldn't help laughing when she saw Monkey hopping about. Monkey heard Turtle laughing and pulled her out of her hiding place. Then he turned her on her back. Helplessly, she kicked her legs in the air. "Now I'm going to punish you," said Monkey. "How would you like me to do it? Should I dig a deep hole and put you in it? Or should I tie you to a banana tree? Or should I take you to the top of the tallest mountain and leave you there?" What predictions do you have? This is escalating fast. Turtle thought quickly and then said, "I wouldn't mind if you left me on a tall mountain, or tied me to my banana tree, or even if you dropped me in a deep hole. You can do whatever you want with me, but please, oh please, don't throw me into the water." Monkey was overjoyed when he heard this. "Since water is what you fear most, that will be your punishment." He picked up Turtle, carried her to the river, and threw her way out in the middle, where the water was deepest. Do you think Turtle was a little bit smarter than the monkey? There was a great splash. Then Turtle sank out of sight. Monkey danced with glee. He was sure he would never see Turtle again. But just then... All right, what's our prediction? What's going to happen? I know that you're already making a connection because I'm assuming that you already know something about turtles. Right? Where do turtles live? They live in the water, right? So they are good swimmers. So that's something that you should already be thinking. Monkey, you silly goose. Turtle's head popped to the surface. "Thank you, friend monkey," she said. "You didn't know the water is my real home, did you?" And then she paddled happily downstream. All right, so this really reminded me of two books, Tops and Bottoms and The Tortoise and the Hare. One character thinks he's much smarter than the other one, and it turns out that might not always be the case. Don't always judge a book by the cover, and don't always judge a person before you know them. So, tortoise or turtle was the smarter in this book. All right, stay tuned for your benchmark that you will be taking later today for math. We're not going to start talking about measurement after you take it, but I just need the score for the next report card. So we're going to get that out of the way. And then we will spend Thursday and Friday hopefully doing a little bit more fun activities. And I will also have instructions later today during your independent work time for how to log on to Reading Eggs, and I want you to spend a little bit of time doing that. All right, have a good day.